So slides are not visible.
Yeah, I have not shown any slide. It's a software demo. We
It's
are
a live
waiting
demo, sir.
for more participants to join. Just wait for 2 to 3 minutes, then we will start.
Okay, sir.
It's a live demo, sir.
Sir, can I know which software you are going to demonstrate?
Voxelizer. It's a Z-Morph manufacturer given to us. That is Z-Morph is the company of the printer. So we are using Voxelizer.
Voxel is slicing software or designing software?
Slicing software.
Okay, sir. It's for all technologies or only for FDM or kind of?
Only for FDM we are using. It's just customized as per Z-Morph printer.
Oh, it's only we can use for ZMOS printer, not like all KLT, all these printers we can't use this.
No, you can use it. It's not a matter. You can use for any, because our objective is to generate a G code. So you can use it for a G code preparation. Then you can go for any printer and print it. There is no issue at all.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, I welcome to you all in the session third. This is the last session of today, in which I will show you a practical demonstration of 3D printing. So let's start with a software that is Voxelizer. It's a updated version of Voxelizer, that is Voxelizer 2, and it is given for us with ZMorph printer. You can also download it. It's a free of cost open source software. You just have to go for the Google and download Voxelizer. You can use it. There is no such conditions of licensing and this. For a certain period of time you can use it. So it's a printer. It's a ZMorph based software. So the view we are showing here, it's a manufacturer ZMorph printer looks like. Here I will check 2.0 SX model and again go for start. Click on the printer. I will have choose tool head. There is a tool head from which the material will get comes out with the nozzle. So this total assembly is known as tool head, and at the end we have a nozzle. So we have two options as I have selected the model 2.0 SX of ZMorph. Single 1.75 mm, it is the diameter of the nozzle, and the single 3.00, it is the another nozzle which we can select it. And the also we have a binozzle printers in the ZMorph, where we can go for the two materials that can be printed simultaneously. Okay, so I have selected this single 1.75, and in this we can change the nozzle from 0.2 mm to 0.4 mm. So I have chosen nozzle 0.2 mm and go for start. So it's a screen of that voxelizer. It is an interface where we have file, view, toolbars, and also the help menu where we can go for it. So I have first go for the import. What we will do in complete process, we will just select a part, then we will do some settings and go for the G code preparation. This is our objective. So we will start with import and select a part that we have converted in STL file. So I have just chosen this one. This is a dumbbell. So I have used this. I have created this in AutoCAD software in the previous session, and then I can use it. So I have to scale it. So I also scale it. I can rotate it. Suppose this alignment of printing for printing is not suitable because we have to drop the material and this intermediate rod will not stick to the ground because there is a gap between ground and this. So we have to just reorient this. So I just around the y-axis I take 90° and it will start rotating in this way. So it is comfortable, and I will choose a support material over there. So what we can do over here, because we have a certain time of 1 hour for this session, 1.5 hours. So what we do, my colleague technical assistant Paritesh Neem will be there. He will be doing such settings and start printing to the software, and the print will start, and meanwhile we will talk about that. So that will be fine, that both work will be done simultaneously. Okay, so I just passed over to you, Neem sir. Are you ready?
Okay, sir, I am ready.
Okay.
So good afternoon, everyone.
Paritesh, can you share your screen?
Okay, sir.
Yes.
So my screen is visible.
Yes, visible.
Okay. So as Mayank sir told that we have voxelizer software. Hello.
Yes, you are audible, Neem. Go ahead.
Okay. Okay. So this is the voxelizer software in which we have our model, the dumbbells model, which is already setting. So there are so many options over here, like scene editor, voxelize editor, and G code. So now I can voxelize the dumbbell over here, and then we can see some options over here: layer height, fan preset, infill ratio, infill type, and bottom layer base. So these all are the options we'll discuss with everyone. Now I can generate the G code. This is the process of generating the G code, and my G code is generated, and you can see on the screen there are 152 layers and filament 45.5 centimeter, and the time which is taken to make this model is 28 minutes and 15 seconds. So now I just go to as you can see this how this model will get print. So it started like this and make the layers from bottom to top. This model will made layer by layer, and at the end we get this type of model. Now I go to play option. I click on play, and there are three types of option over here. So I choose last one, print from voxelizer, and I give print over here. So, so my camera is visible.
Yes, yes, yes.
You can pin to Paritesh Neem IPSA for better visualization. Our printing is started. As you see that our machine bed and extruder is moving from all three directions, X, Y, and Z directions. This is the material which is in green color. You can see that this is our material, which is PLA, polylactic acid. The material is PLA. And this is the extruder, which is shown in yellow and silver color, the moving part, or you can call it head also. This is the extruder. In this extruder we have a nozzle, which is down material which is coming from it. You can see this, there are cooling fan also over here and heater. This is the bed and stepper motor.
Which material you are using in PLA? Which brand?
Oh, it is a simple PLA, sir, polylactic acid. Its full form is polylactic acid, sir. And it is polymer, form of polymer, sir.
Bed temperature of PLA?
Bed temperature of PLA is 200 mm, sir. 200 degrees centigrade, sir.
I'm asking bed temperature, not nozzle temperature.
Okay, sir. Bed temperature, sir, you can see here over. Extruder temperature is 200 centigrade, and bed temperature is 60 degrees centigrade maximum. It's up. This is his maximum level. 60 degrees centigrade is maximum level, but now it is 40, about 40, 41, 42 centigrade, and our extruder temperature is 104.
For bed, for sticking on bed, anything you applied like glue or something? Fevistick or something?
Yes. We applied Fevistick for stick the base of the material. And you can see that this is some models which is made by us. This is the bishop which is used in chess. First we model this bishop in SolidWorks, and then we made this. This is the gear, and this is the part of some robotics. Some our student made this part for a project. This is the gate opener elbow or a ring, which is used in COVID-19 situation. And this is the mobile stand. This model is also created in SolidWorks, and then we generate the G code, and made over here. So this is the mobile stand.
Sir, what material you are using to make all these things?
Sir, we are using ABS and PLA. Mostly we are using PLA material, sir. And this is the gripper. This uh, that we can use in exercise or
Sir, having small question.
yeah, sir.
Can we use direct extruder, or we can slice it with that software?
No, sir. We can use the same extruder for the all these different polymer materials like PLA and ABS.
No, I'm asking like if we in our printer we having a direct extruder, can we use that slicing software?
Yeah, sir. Definitely, we can use this slicing software. Okay, sir. I over to Mayank, sir. Mayank, sir will tell you about the all these softwares.
Okay, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So the process where we have adopted for PLA and ABS is same. Just for the ABS, you have to go for the bed temperature because it's necessary to have a bed temperature for sticking the material of ABS, and we can start for printing. The process, the other remaining process is the same. In the market, you will get the printer or DIY kit for this 3D printing, and we can assemble it and make it for the PLA. There is no issue at all. We can go for PLA printing easily, but for ABS material we have to just go for the bed temperature. So, and it totally depends on the application when we have to select PLA and ABS material, because in ABS there is a toxicity, so we cannot use for cutlery items or any items which is directly related to the food. So we have to go for their PLA, and where the strength is the criteria or the durability is the criteria, so we have to go for the ABS material. Both are polymers. There is some application or some properties that in some cases the ABS will lack, or in some case PLA will lack. Okay. And the temperature range, if we talk about, so we have a 200 degrees centigrade temperature range for both, and it's sufficient to print a PLA and ABS under this range. Now,
Sir, I think for ABS we need to put more temperature.
what? Please repeat.
Yeah, for ABS, we used to go for high temperature than PLA. As per my
Yes.
knowledge.
Yes. Definitely, you have to go for comparatively more than PLA.
Yeah, then if you are going 200 degrees centigrade for PLA, for ABS, generally we go up to more than 220.
Yeah. The ideal condition for the ABS is 210 to 220. It depends on the grade of the ABS which you are using. It is always above 180 degrees centigrade. The range is from 180 to 210. It depends on the manufacturer of ABS, which is the manufacturer supply the materials, and there is some instruction given on the box that the melting temperature of this ABS grade is what, 210, 220, 230, 190. It depends, but it approximately ranges up to the 180 to 230. Okay, so what we can do here in Voxelize, we can just go for auto align. So it will be auto align in the this table XYZ, and after that we can go for center mesh. Center mesh will be done. Then we can just iterate if want to scale, rotate, move, or anything which we want, we can do from here. Okay, next is voxel precision. So as we know, if the layer height, if we decrease the layer height, the speed will less. Okay, that part will be take more time to be print, but we will get high precise or high accurate part. So it depends where it is to be used. If there is a use of part somewhere, we want a smooth surface, so we have to keep the lower height as down as possible. We can go for up to 0.1, 0.02 mm, 0.01 mm, and 0.1, 0.2, like this. And if there is no requirement of smooth surface finish and all, so we can set the layer height 0.2, 0.3. So the next step is, after selecting this scene and everything, just we will go for the next. So what we have done in this process, we have just reorient our model as per the printing requirement and set it for the scale which we want. And we have just center align, auto align, and we have now go for the this changes in quality and durability and the structures. Okay, so what we will do, we can just check here from how it will be printed. You can see here, and if we zoom it, you can see the structure of here, that is honeycomb. You that light honeycomb has been selected, so we will get this type of structure inside that solid. Okay, and we have also selected this infill 19%, so we can go for, if we go for this, so we can select it by and move it by like this. So if we increase the infill, the part will take more time to print and its strength will be increases. We can also change the structure, light honeycomb, light, medium, strong. If we select light, so there will be a just linear structure over there. We can see here this type of structure we will find there. So we can use it in this way. So it will be printed like this, and inside there will be I have shown you the how the structure will looks like. Quality, if we increase the quality, the printed layer will be more precise and it will take more time. And also the support which is needed for this type of structure, we have to go for the support. Suppose I have select light support, and if we go for preview, support light, is it waiting? Go for light, solid support. So from here we can just go for the support settings. So it will create the support where the part is overhang. It is there's some issue with generating preview. Yeah, it has been generated. So here we can see that the overhang part will get the support like this, and part will start from printing from the base. Like this, and it will start with creating support. Okay, so it will move like this. So the overhang structure will be come in the top of this support structure. Now we have two choices, that we can use support material is the same base material or the part which we are printing, or we can use a bi-nozzle, a different nozzle than the base material. That nozzle will drop a material which is act as a support material. So we can just in the post processing we can cut it down, or if the material is different, we can use some solutions, or in other tap water we can also dissolve it. The material is different, that is PVA and other material which are using in which the support material can be easily dissolved, and we will get the base part. So it's a support. Cutoff angle, it's generally not given because it's a minimum angle to generate support for move left to get more support. So we just keep it 90 degree. We just keep it minimum to make this part. Next is power raft. Is this base layer you can see over here. This base layer has to be printed, that is called power raft. Just first layer of the printing, so that we can ensure the proper supply of the material and the fluidity is maintained. So we just use this power raft. If we will not use, the part will start printing directly from the part geometry of the first bottom layer. So sometimes it will not stick, and other fluidity issues are happen with the nozzle and the material. So there is a issue. So we use power raft to print the any object. So these are the basic settings that we have to done in step number 2 after selecting a scene. And we can also find the layer height 0.12 mm we have selected, and path width, that is 0.23 mm, how much we will cover in single layer printing, and the nozzle diameter that we have selected this 0.2 meter. And here in the right section we can see that estimated layers numbers 1410, estimated filament, that is 38.93 meter will be consumed, and the estimated time is 23 hours 7 minutes for this particular model that I have selected. Okay, so what we have done in a live demo over there nearby printer, the Mr. Paritesh have told you that we have just scale it down, and we are printing in just less than 1 hour. Okay, so for this we can estimate the time filament consume and estimated layer, and this data is very helpful is if we are going to start our venture or a startup, so that we can find the cost that is associated with a particular size and shape, because we are just paying for the filament consumed and the time taken by the model to be printed. So we have to calculate this, and we can estimate the cost for our clients or the customers which are going to be print for a particular model to be print. So this data is very helpful. And if we go for the next, it will generate a G code that the printer can understand. So our model is too big, around 300 mm, 200 mm. So it is taking so much time, and that is why it's the system is hang during this process. But in reality, we have just scale it down, so we will not get the issue. Meanwhile, I have to just go for the work that we have done.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Sir, while scaling, can we scale each side in a different way, different scale? Length 2 times and the breadth 0.5 times, like that. Can we scale like that? Or the entire dimension should be scaled to single scaling factor?
Single scaling factor can be done, but in some cases it can be done in X, Y, and Z axis. It depends how the model has been created. Otherwise, what it will do, the software will just change the position of it. But in some cases, we can change the length and the width and the height.
Sir, for scaling, is there any command that we have to give, or we have to choose scaling? That's all.
Yeah, we can change the scale. There is no issue. What I am telling you, if I have model in AutoCAD or SolidWorks or any software, and I have given the dimension X, Y, Z, so I can just scale it in X, Y, and Z as per the requirement.
Okay.
But if I have directly downloaded from somewhere websites in .stl file format and will try to scale, so sometimes it will scale, sometimes it will not scale. That's the practical problems I am telling you.
Okay. Sir, regarding this G code,
Yeah.
is it same like our CNC G codes, or what is this G code, sir? I didn't understand.
So G code is a file format where the nozzle or the pad will move in X, Y, Z. It is looks similar to our CNC code, for which we just write a code for CNC turning and CNC milling in X, Y, Z. But the different code is generated directly from the software. It is not like G90 and use for it absolute dimension and incremental dimension is just like that.
Okay.
But XYZ and other coding structure, that N01, N02 is same.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. So I just want to that what work I have done, we have done. It is stuck due to that I have selected the more length and width for this dumbbell. Meanwhile, if you have any question regarding PLA and ABS, you can ask.
Sir, is the knowledge of finite element methods necessary for this CAD drawings?
No. There is no any such requirement of finite element analysis for printing, because we are just printing the 3D model that which we have designed. The strength and the other criteria for checking the model, it depends on the applications we are using. We have to satisfy all dimensions for the perfect corners, and the ribs has to be used or not, or the fillets, chamfers that is given in the design is correct or not. That has to be justified in the design itself. But for printing, it is not necessary that you have to go for FEA.
Sir, regarding the support structure,
Yes.
how do we select, or how do we come to know that a particular type of support is required for a given object? Because for the dumbbell, what are the support structure shown? I didn't understand, sir. How it has given? Is it ribs, or what is that structure that is coming there?
Okay. So it depends on the cantilever or the overhang section's length. So it is just a hit and trial. There is no certainty that we have to select which type of support structure over there. It depends on the what length of the overhang is given to the part, and the supporting base, the base which can take the weight of the uplift upper parts. So for that basis, we can select the that support structures. It is light for less than 1 inches, and for more than 1 inches, we can go for the heavy or other type of support structures. The difference is between just a density. If we go for heavy, there is more number of layers will be printed on for the support.
Sir,
And also depends on the complexity of the part. If suppose there is a gear, so for the gear we have to go for the dense support. We cannot create a light support, because there is any alignment disturbance with the axis and the other surfaces will just destroy the gear and its application.
Sir, does the software gives any options for us, different types of supports? Choose the support or something like that, or we have to design ourselves while doing the CAD drawing?
No, there is no designing of any support structure are needed. The software itself gives you a support structure as per the overhanging position with the reference surfaces.
Okay.
So in this case, we just draw a dumbbell as it looks like. We do not draw or model any support structures.
Yeah.
The support structure is already given by the software. We have just click the yes, we need support structure.
Oh.
As we click, the support structure will generate over there where the part is overhang. The part surfaces are overhang with reference to the base axis.
Okay.
Base plane.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. So my screen is visible to you, and that we have just printed over there. That this also we have done in SolidWorks. This is the screen of Voxelizer that our students generally print in this software. And am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. You are audible.
Okay. So this type of work that we generally do. Any idea, anything the students creativity has to be explored They come in lab and just start printing. Yeah. From this scene, you can just hear the support structure between the two layers of that dumbbell. This is the base plate and this is top plate, and in between we can see the structure, support structure. The job which is just here, you can see the gripper which we have made. We have model in SolidWorks. You can see over here, and we have just nut bolt. We have drilling on it. We not drilling. We have just designed with this hole, and we have just nut and bolted over there, and including with this spring. So we can use for our forearm exercise. The infill ratio which I am talking about is this. The inside the structure will be honeycomb or linear or just like it. This we have printed and made. You can see over here that we have printed in both the colors. It incidentally, but we can do it also. The material we have started printing for it is green, and it ends, and suddenly we have just entered the material in the nozzle with this blue filament, and we will printed it, and both the layer is sticked. So we can just go for any hit and trial which come in our mind. That is the beauty of this 3D printing. What we have done, we have just made first this, and after that we observe that we have wasted so much of material for just exercise, forearm exercise. So we have modified this within SolidWorks, and we have made this, and we think of that we will make a spring between these two, and from which we have saved the material by 50 to 60%. So in this way we can optimize our products, and we can also use this for the sand casting. We can use this as a pattern, and we can just go for the aluminum casting of these two. It's a material, and we can use as a pattern in our foundry shop. This keyring I have designed for myself, so this thing can be done. This is our Baha team members. They have printed a prototype of their go-kart roll cage, so that we can easily understand the members' name. We can naming the members, we can understand the model, we can talk on this before a meeting. So the necessary actions can be taken previously. That one of our students has just printed this Lamborghini logo and tried to make it. Yeah, this is printed by ABS. So we can find here the surface finish is the issue that can be resolved by post processing, in which we have to go for some oven to keep it for some times, and then go for cleaning by sandpaper or emery paper, and then we can paint it with paints, changes with colors, and all these things can be make it a super finish. So it happens, and the creators are doing these things. He has printed also her name. This clip we have printed also using websites. We have not designed it, we have just downloaded it from the websites, and we have printed it. You can find here with the in this COVID-19 we are using it a mask, using in a mask. So mask back clip is used to adjust the band of the mask over here. We can adjust the band as per our fit. So this is printed in our lab. So this is the printing of that band, and this model is available on internet. You can easily download it and print it. This is that finger ring which is used to open the door and close the door to avoid direct contact with our handle and our skin. This is the modified version of that. This is the printing of that roll cage. So such type of work is done in our lab with our students, and hopefully you will get the idea how we are using this for 3D printing. And believe me, it's a technology where we can just explore the students' creativity as much as possible. So you can ask any questions, or meanwhile the printer is printing the job, and I will move to the okay, and I will move to the just a minute.
Sir,
Yes, ask the question.
sir, in our CNC machine, positioning of the tool starting point
Yes.
is a problem. Is there a same problem with the positioning of the nozzle from where we have to start in 3D printing?
No, there is no as difficulty we are facing in the CNC machine. It is not here. It automatically centers towards the center of the that base plate, and after that it will start the printing. If you want that it should not be start from the center, so we can change or the modify. It can be done, but I have not done till date that. The position I have just changed out of the center. I have always tried to make the part from the center. I think some professor or anybody share this to his class group, because more number of requests are coming. So please do not do that. It is a FDP and only for the teachers, professor and non-teaching staff. Okay. So I just
Yes. Yes, Mang sir.
So I am just switching to over Mr. Neem. He will tell you how we can download from the Thingiverse and the final model that we have printed. Okay, over to you, Neem sir.
Okay, sir. So here are some free websites to download all these models in .stl files. First website is thinkverse.com. So as you can see that model, the Iron Man model. So
Sir, your screen is not visible, sir.
Just go for the Paritesh Nim IPSA. Pin to Paritesh Nim IPSA.
Just pin to my ID, sir. Paritesh Nim IPSA.
Please share your screen, sir. We are unable to see your screen.
Sir, my screen is already sharing. You can just pin to my my ID, Paritesh Nim IPS Academy.
No, sir, not visible.
Sir, just go to the peoples, and in the people you will find the Paritesh Nim IPSA. Presentation Paritesh Nim IPSA. On the top.
Go to people, show everyone, and then find my name.
Others, what about others are, it's visible to you?
No, sir.
No, sir, no, sir. We are not getting.
No, sir, no, sir. It's not visible.
Yeah. Now it is visible. My screen is visible or not?
Yes, sir. Screen is visible.
Okay. So I'll show you some free websites over here, which is available on Google. First one is thinkverse.com. So in Thinkverse, you just search Thinkverse on Google and you will get this website. And this all are the models, which is already in .stl format. So you can choose anyone from over here. Suppose I take this Iron Man. I just click over here and it will be load. So this is the Iron Man in .stl format. So if I want to print this Iron Man file, so here download all files option over here. I just click on it and wait for a few seconds, and it will start automatically downloading. So my file is downloaded and it is ready for use. So this is the file of Iron Man. Back, chin, ears, eyeline, eyes plus eyelines. All these are the Iron Man files in already STL file. You can see that type STL file. All are in STL file. So suppose I am going to open the back file. So it will open in this format in voxelizer. This is the back of Iron Man. Iron Man heads back. I will close. Then chin. This is the chin. Ears. So this is the thinkverse.com. You can download it from thinkverse.com. Any file. If you want to download any type of file, you can download it from thinkverse.com for free. You can also find some mobile cases over here, mobile cases and mobile stand. So you can search over here, mobile stands. So there are some mobile stands. If you want to download this file, so just click over and then download all files. It will automatically started downloading in few seconds. And my file is downloaded and I found iPhone stand over here. This is the iPhone stand. So this is the thinkverse.com, and next one is the Zmorph blog. Zmorph company made this the website, zmorphblog.com. So you can download any type of, if you want to download, suppose you want to download this face shield, so just read the instructions, and the filament also written over here, that PET filament, and main features: easy to print, easy to assemble, easy to sanitize, can be 3D printed. This is the another model of face shield. All these files you can download it from Zmorph websites also. If you want to made this ears reliever, you can download it. Just click on download and it will be start downloading, and you will get. So here I get the ear relievers. So this is the second website in which you can get the free .html model, and you can easily download from. So many models are here. Our model is also ready. Our printing is also completed. So let's see. This is the process how we remove the model. This is the base, power roughed base. Base will easily remove by the hands. This is our printer, which is Zmorph printer. Extruder, and you want to see the nozzle. This is the nozzle. Now I over to Mayank sir. Mayank sir, over to you.
Yeah, thank you, Paritesh. Paritesh, you can switch off your camera.
Okay.
Okay, so Paritesh have demonstrate you about the 3D printing of PLA material, and we have just scaled down on the dumbbell by 80% so that it can be printed in this session. Start from the designing, go for voxelize it, and ready to be print, and finally it is in our hand. So I hope you will like this, and I just want to brief something more about that. How can we start this printing? So the printer is also available, that is DIY printers are also available, and if you Google it, you will get most of the manufacturers, not manufacturer, sellers in your city. They are dealing with this 3D printing, and you can also order the filament by any of the e-commerce websites. So here we can see that the printers and the PLA material with different colors, shades is also available, and the price which are we can see here is around 1,000 rupees. So you can start printing by buying these materials from online or anywhere, and you can start the printing. There is also a 3D pen is available, just like a glue gun, in which we can just print out of the structure in all the front view, top view, side view, and we make the drop the material with the help of this 3D pen, and just stick with Fevikwik, and we can make the structure in 3D with the help of 3D pen. So this can be done. If you are interested for 3D printing, you can do it. So this is all about from our side. If you have any query, any question, you can ask.
Sir, thank you very much, sir. You have given a live demo where we have seen the part designed and manufactured, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
Okay, thank you, Venkatraman.
Hello.
Yes.
Good afternoon, sir. I am Dr. Kirish from Pune.
Yeah, good afternoon, sir.
Sir, is there any specific hardware requirement so as to configure the 3D printer with a PC?
No, and no any such a hardware requirement. It's just a circuit board and with that motors, which is connected in a particular way, and it's heater and bed that we can print it out. There is no such hardware requirement. It will be work with simple Windows 7 PC, which we are using in our offices and colleges. It's not
okay. Means just like our laser printer or dot matrix printer, we can replace 3D printer.
Yeah, if our purpose is just to make a prototype in 3D.
Okay, sir.
Yes.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you. If anyone can share your experience, your learning of the today's session, they can share. It's open to you. Hello. Okay, so this is last call. If anyone want, I think some is asking in comment box, is there any software to visualize the end product before printing it? Yes, we are visualizing in Voxelizer that how it will be print. And before printing it, if you want to visualize, just we are making a CAD model and we are printing it. So it will be print as we model it. It's not that it is not coding that we will code and after that how it will be looks like. It's we first model it and the code will be automatically generate to print it as we model.
Sir.
Yes.
Sir, the Baha team, which has manufactured the cabin of their car.
Yeah.
What is the size of that one, sir? Is it been made in your college, in your institute itself?
Yeah, actual manufacturing has been done with the pipes and the other size as per the rule book of Baha. They have just scaled down that roll cage to just explore that we have model in software, so we want to print it and how it can be printed, and the discussion on something members which are carrying weight or which are not carrying weight, or so discussion purposes they have just print a prototype.
Okay.
So every time do not need to open the laptop, make the model and rotate it for discussion. It's a live demo on the table. They will sit around the table and discuss it.
Okay. Sir, can we know what is the cost of the equipment what you have shown now, along with the PC printer and the?
Sir, our ZMorph printer that we have shown just now, that is a cost of 5.32 lakh, and in which there is more number of attachment. There is attachment of 2 nozzles also, that is called bi-nozzle printer, and there is a milling also. We can mill in a wooden block, and there is also a laser engraving. So we have a 3 function, and also there is a chocolate printing. So we have a 4 attachment in this ZMorph printer. First is printing with the nozzle, bi-nozzle, and second is we can go for the milling. There is a cutter given which attachment has been done in the place of that tool head, and third is laser engraving. We can engrave on wood, leather also, and the last one is chocolate printing. There is a nozzle in which we can melt the chocolate, we can fill it, and just like the printing head moves, the chocolate head will move, and we can go for chocolate printing, or any can be print. So we have a 4 attachment, so that's why its cost is more.
The entire machine is 5.2.
Yeah, 5 lakh. Yes, 5 lakh.
And what is the maximum size that we can print in that volume, length?
Yeah, 250 by 250 by 250 mm. That can be printed on that particular 2.0 model of ZMorph.
And the material what we can use, PLA and ABS.
Yes, it is for PLA and ABS.
Any copper or aluminum wire?
Sir, please repeat the question.
Can we use in the same machine? Can we use copper filament or aluminum filament?
No, sir. The temperature is too high for the aluminum and copper, sir.
Yeah, it is around 850 and 1000.
Yeah, we cannot print it. But what the creators do, there is a texture of aluminum and copper in the plastics, that is PLA or ABS. So we can print it. So if you find somewhere that copper material and the cost is also too low and somebody is printing on just in a lab or something like that, so it's a texture of aluminum and copper. The material is plastic.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you very much, sir.
Okay, welcome, sir. So with this, I want to conclude today's session, third session of day 1. And our objective was that in the first session that we have learned so much about the printing and the trends, market size, and all these practicality has told by the scientist Dr. C.P. Paul, RR CAT Indore. And in the next session, I have just go to the practical. How can we go for the step 1, that is CAD modeling from the scratch? If we have no software, we can do with the Google SketchUp. We have a software we can download. We go for the AutoCAD. If you are interested for complex shapes and size, you can go for the SolidWorks, Creo, and other CAD modeling softwares. And after that, step 2 we have covered in this last 3 session, that is voxelize it to ready to make for printing, and finally we have printed and shown to you just 5 to 10 minutes before. So this is all about the day 1. I hope you enjoyed the session and got the idea of the 3D printing. Thank you from my side. If anyone want to share his views on that, he can share. Otherwise, I will just end the meeting here. Okay, so thank you very much. Namaskar.